Exhaustion hits, you're barely holding it together. Yet the second help is offered, the phrase, "I'm fine," comes out like a reflex. You pull away from the very support you need. Internalizing this behavior often leads to a label of being antisocial or difficult. It's easy to view this tendency as a sign of being broken or a fundamental inability to exist within a community. Psychology identifies this as a highly structured, unconscious self-preservation mechanism. Far from being a flaw, it is a sophisticated method the brain uses to maintain internal order. This mechanism operates through two distinct channels. It functions as a defense against past developmental gaps, or it serves as a proactive filter for your present mental energy. Distinguishing between these two drivers provides a clearer lens for assessing why we pull away. This behavior marks a nervous system prioritizing its own stability. When a child's early needs go unmet, the brain makes rapid, permanent adjustments. When early support is inconsistent or absent, the developing mind finds an alternative path. This maps survival independence. When comfort repeatedly yields no support, the brain bypasses the help-seeking phase, rerouting energy into permanent self-reliance. In adulthood, this active map triggers a threat response when someone offers genuine support, treating help as an unaffordable vulnerability. Children in these environments often manage their own emotions and those of the adults around them. This creates a hyper-awareness of other people's moods and needs, honing a level of empathy far sharper than average. That sharp awareness comes at a high price. You stay guarded, recognizing the massive effort required to care for others, with no internal safety net. Attachment research highlights a specific belief system rooted in this early responsibility, the idea that your own needs are a burden to others. This makes the act of depending on someone else feel foreign and uncomfortable. Instead of finding relief in care, your nervous system generates a sense of guilt, as if your existence is an imposition. These developmental adaptations target the specific vulnerabilities, the act of asking or the weight of dependency, that historically resulted in pain. Distancing behavior can also be a proactive strategy used by a mature mind to maintain its current mental health. This chart contrasts value processing. The solid shape represents an internal locus of evaluation. Judging progress by your own metrics, you ignore external arrows of crowdsourced validation. Because superficial interactions feel draining, you distance yourself from digital illusions to protect meaningful connections. This protective filter also applies to the people you choose to engage with. There is a measurable mental cost to interacting with high levels of cognitive rigidity. People with rigid, black and white perspectives often view disagreement as a sign of disrespect. They lack the flexibility to handle nuance, requiring you to do the heavy lifting of reasoning for both parties. You choose distance to avoid this specific energy drain. You are preserving your cognitive effort for people who can actually engage with complexity. Prioritizing mental space over surface-level connection is an energy audit. These boundaries signify high intellectual function and a clear understanding of your own limits. This brings us to a dual architecture: the iron shield, built to survive the pressures of the past, and the glass wall, designed to protect the clarity of the present. Understanding these biological and psychological drivers helps remove the weight of self-blame. You can acknowledge the need for independence without feeling like you are failing at being human. These boundaries function as an intentional architecture for sustainable living, allowing you to engage with the world on your own terms. This leaves one remaining question for self-reflection. Do you truly prefer solitude, or do you harbor a hidden fear that others are incapable of supporting your weight? Facing this distinction moves you toward a more deliberate understanding of your own needs and boundaries.